Before we get into the video, do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Another day can only mean that another senseless murder has been committed, and now a family have to suffer the anguish and sorrow of losing a son or brother or nephew in the most horrific and heinous way. Sadly, this time a 15-year-old teenager has lost their life in the midst of a school run when a fight broke out close to the high school early this morning, June the 11th. Now, it hasn't been established as to the reason the fight took place, but what's been known so far is police were called to Blyth Road in Hayes after reports of teenagers fighting and the possibility of a weapon being drawn at around 8:30 a.m. today. So when police arrived on the scene, they found that the 15-year-old was suffering from multiple stab wounds and defensive marks to his body. The serious incident happened merely a few hundred yards away from Global Academy, which is a college where students from the age of 14 to 19 attend. Now, what makes this horrific situation so much worse is that the murder took place in the midst of a school run, 8:30, that is prime time. This is when parents take their kids to school, i.e. a time synonymous for people arriving at school, and again, i.e. witnesses galore. A teacher whom had witnessed the victim slumped on the ground says that the attack was traumatizing. She went on to say that people were fighting to keep the young victim alive, saying things like, "Hold on, and you only have 30 more seconds. Hold on." She went on to declare that she saw the victim's hand flop down at his sides, his body's go limp, and his eyes shut. Paramedics soon arrived on the scene almost 30 seconds later and used a defibrillator to try to stir life back into his young body. All I can say is credit due to the 6 people that fought to keep the 15-year-old victim alive for as long as possible, while the paramedics attempted to arrive on the scene. I mean, to try and actively coax someone that's been viciously attacked and knifed, and to stay by their side and hold their hand and make sure that they keep talking, that takes a lot of courage, and that's to be commended. However, sadly, the 15-year-old died at the scene. Now, police have said it's believed the 15-year-old teenager was on his way to school when a fight broke out, with other school children were seen screaming and running. So far, one suspect has been detained and is currently being questioned, but we don't know what role they played in the crime. This is a 15-year-old teenager that should have been laughing and joking with his friends, or getting ready to think about college or sixth form, or even an apprenticeship, not being involved in a fight to such a degree that a prick decided to pull out a knife and knife the child. For what reason? What a waste of a life. And now the devastated family of the victim have pulled themselves together and gone to the crime scene to grieve. The entire area is cordoned off, and from the placement markers on the tent, they will see exactly where their loved one took their last breath. All I can say is this is a tragic event, and rest in peace, and stay safe.